Bom dia. We sold almost everything we own, packed up, and moved abroad 2 years ago. While we planned our adventure for years before we were finally able to make it a reality. When we got to the final months, it was all a whirlwind of decisions and the processes that needed to be made and completed. If you have been here for a while, you know that our new adventure in life has truly been wonderful. Maybe not all that we'd hoped and dreamed of, but if we went back in time, we would definitely do it again. Will we change a few things? Absolutely. Today, we would like to offer some honest talk on what we do not like about living in Portugal, or more specifically, living abroad. Let us know in the comments below what you liked or disliked about living abroad, or what your fear is. Let's talk about it. Our journey today will take us out to the west end of the island, where we will be visiting multiple locations, flying the drone, driving, and hanging out around Paul de Mar and Ponta de Bargo. In case you are new to our channel, I'm Alan. I'm here with my wife Leslie, our son Wolf, our dog Greer, and Rex the cat. We are from the United States and now live in Portugal on the beautiful island of Madeira. We hope you will find our journey helpful as you work to navigate your own. It'll be fun. Vai ser divertido. If you enjoy our videos, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Here we go. So, who are we? We are Americans living out the next great adventure in our lives. We are not so young anymore, but are determined not to let that slow us down. We aren't wealthy, but we wanted to be. We are here to let you know that no matter what, don't let your age stop you. You can create and be anything you want to be. Our 23-year-old son has come with us on this adventure. Yes, we understand how blessed we are that we did not have to come without him. He makes us feel young and pushes us to get out and do things that maybe we wouldn't have done. I even went canyoning just after we got here. Now that was fun. Yep, life is short. We should have done this sooner. Today, we wanted to give you some straight talk about why we don't like living in Portugal, or really abroad. I know we tell you it is great and grand, and it is, but there really are a few things that are an issue. Let's start with the biggest and baddest first. Number one, American politics. Okay, I said it. Everyone asked me to explain the politics of my homeland, at least the ones that are not from the USA. I get it. Everyone finds it interesting. It's all so colorful. And the people still in the USA assume you left because of the politics. Actually, we didn't. We do find the subject to be immensely stressful, and our reasons may not be quite what you think. No matter what anyone else's beliefs are, after years of life and seeing politics destroy families, it simply isn't something anticipated being urged to speak to, as much as people think we want it to be. It's just overwhelming to ever talk about outside the privacy of my own home. We are viewer supported. If you enjoy our videos, we invite you to join our Patreon community. Moving on to number two, safety. People not from the USA actually think it's a terrible, unsafe place where your children cannot go outside and play in the neighborhood anymore. Many believe that, since the gun laws are different than most of the rest of the world. We will just tell you, yes, many people own guns in the US, and it is very normal. I own guns that were passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandfather, then to my father, and on to me. Nope, I never fired any of them. I never even owned bullets for them. No, I never carried a gun or been to the shooting range, except for shooting cans in the backyard with an old BB gun with the kids. As far as the subject of safety, I never actually worried about the safety of my own children. Like anywhere in the world, it does depend on where you live, and the US is a big place. I find it sad that I have to defend my country for things that I never realized were an issue. It's funny how perception can color things. Number 3, family and friends. For many years before moving overseas, we lived a couple of states away from my family, my parents, adult children, and grandchildren, which makes it hard to stay close, but being across the entire ocean does change things. I know that some of my children will never actually get to travel this far to visit me. I can't just jump in a car and drive 8 hours to see someone for a graduation or when they get sick, or to go home for the holidays. That can be hard. I worry that I will not be there to say goodbye when a family member passes away. I worry that my youngest son's children may never meet my older children's kids. And sometimes these things make me sad. But overall, the adventure and experiences that we are having cannot be beat, and I wouldn't give them up. Number 4, things I will never do again. This one happens each time I have moved, but always before I could just go back for a visit. Now, I remember the fantastic walks on the fens in Illinois, kayaking the Wolf River through the swamps outside of Memphis, going to visit the Smoky Mountains for the weekend. I miss some of the wonderful regional foods from the places that I've lived, like Cincinnati chili, Memphis barbecue, and Chicago pizza. For years, we had barbecues and times when friends just showed up to hang out. No, they didn't call in advance. Everything didn't have to be planned. Back in Ohio, friends just drove by the house to see us out in the garden and would return a few minutes later from the carryout with a case of beer to share. Food would come out and we would barbecue. No plans needed. I miss shoveling snow. No, that can't be. I seem to have gotten carried away there. Number 5, being a foreigner. It is weird to think that I will always be the foreigner, that others will always see me as the foreigner, that my youngest son will always be the foreigner. When he marries someday, his children will be the first generation born here. This concept is all very interesting to me. I don't want to feel like I'm on the outside looking in. I want to be part of all that I see. I love this place, and I've only been here such a short time. If you are planning your journey, please download a copy of our Moving Overseas checklist at www.it'llbefunretirement.com and sign up for our newsletter while you're there. Number 6, taxes in 2 countries. I don't like that living abroad for us Americans means we must file taxes in 2 countries every year. The USA is one of the only countries in the world that requires this of its citizens. Now, many countries have tax treaties that will help prevent double taxation, but you still must file. Now, I am older, and this all somewhat seems acceptable to me, but the thought of Wolf living in Portugal for the next 40 years and still having to file taxes in the U.S. in order to maintain citizenship in the land of his birth is just somehow not fair. But I guess since he will have had to do this his entire life, by then this will just be normal for him. Number 7, worrying about getting cheated. Right now, I still worry that I will be cheated, or at the very least being taken advantage of because I'm a foreigner that doesn't speak the language. Every time I need a quote on something or sign up for something, that I find myself questioning, did they give me the best deal or the best package, or did they only offer me the one that's more expensive because I don't know any better? I worry that I must always double check all the vendors before telling others about them because I don't want to be responsible if someone that I've met gets bad service or taken advantage of. This is actually harder because of the YouTube channel. We work hard only to speak to the vendors that we have vetted out. Number 8, language barriers. Now this one is an issue for myself. Wolf will be fluent in no time, but me, I know that I will never truly fit in. I will never get to sit around with Portuguese friends understanding the jokes or be able to tell great stories in the Portuguese language. My hearing is so bad I struggle to follow conversations and stories in English these days. These things will keep me on the outside looking in. Number 9. Cultural differences. Things like being patient, speaking softly, and air kisses will always seem different. But overall, none of the things that I have spoken to today change the fact that I love being here and feel blessed that I have had the opportunity to share this with my wife and son. We have met so many wonderful people from all over the world. We have so much opportunity to experience new countries, cultures, and languages right here, just a hop, skip, and jump from the island of Madeira. Life is truly a gift. Thank you for being here with us. Let us know what we can help you with. For example, planning your journey from the scouting trip through getting settled in Madeira. Join us on Patreon, where we can help you with the NIF, connect you with our trusted real estate agent, immigration team, tax attorney, etc. Don't forget to pick up your free moving abroad planning checklist at www.it'llbefunretirement.com. We hope you continue to come along with us on our new adventure. Life is short. We should have done this sooner. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help us grow. The next stage in your life is a journey.